Hello everyone and welcome to SUNUP. I'm Lyndall Stout. Horse owners are concerned about an outbreak of EHV1. It's a form of the herpes virus that's killed 9 horses nationwide. Veterinarians confirmed the first Oklahoma case in Love County this past week, and we're told that horse will be fine. Dr. Lyndi Gilliam is an Oklahoma State University veterinarian who's led significant research on EHV1 treatments and prevention. Lately, she's been fielding questions about the best ways to help the affected horses. Although the virus is serious, Dr. Gilliam says there's no reason to be too alarmed.
The most mild of symptoms would be coughing, a runny nose, and high fevers, and that would be the strain that affects just the respiratory system. Then it can cause abortion, and so which obviously can be a big loss on a broodmare farm. And then the neurologic form can cause horses to be wobbly, so they can't use their back legs very well. They have difficulties urinating. They may even get down and not be able to stand up.
Dr. Gilliam says the best way to prevent spread of the virus is to simply limit the chance of exposure. Case in point, don't let your horse touch noses with unfamiliar horses.
Because it can be spread on your hands, on another person's hands, on halters, bridles, water buckets, etc.
It's also important to keep your own animals' health screenings and vaccinations up to date.
But it's not something to panic over or to change, necessarily all the plans that you had for your horses from here on out. It's just something to be aware of, to be educated about, and to be proactive as far as doing the best that you can to reduce your horse's exposure and keep it healthy.
For more now on how EHV concerns are impacting the horse industry in Oklahoma, we're joined by Dave Freeman, our Extension equine specialist. And Dave, it's really having an impact, isn't it?
Well, it's having a huge impact because it's something new. It's just emerging, and individual owners are getting a lot of information, both correct and incorrect information.
What's some of the things that you would like to clarify for people watching?
Well, it has affected many states. There are horses in many states that have been confirmed EHV-1, which is the certain strain of EHV that we're concerned with because it has a large impact on the animal's health. But in Oklahoma, we've had 1 confirmed case as of to date, and that horse has been isolated effectively to the point that we really haven't had to release any state-level restrictions on activities or import and exports, as I said, to date.
And what does this all mean for horse shows and equestrian events?
Well, as you know, Oklahoma is the horse capital of the world, and we have some major events that will be in the state, actually already have been in the state, but will be in the state starting in June. And these involve hundreds, if not 1,000 head of horses at these events, and these horses come from all over the country. It's important that the events have to make a decision on their clientele, where their clientele are coming from and such, because we need to track animals that may have traveled through hot zones, so to speak. I think we're good in Oklahoma at this point. It's not a concern to cancel events that local horses and such would be part of, as much as you'd be concerned about horses coming from other areas that you wouldn't know about.
Okay, so if it's shows where it's primarily Oklahoma animals and Oklahoma clients, we're in pretty good shape.
We are, but you have to make a decision as an event manager. If you're going to host a show and you expect 100 horses to make this event economically feasible, but say half of your horse owners are concerned about the risk to the point that they're not going to travel regardless, you're going to cancel the event, not because of the health concern, but because of the economic concern. And so that's where we're at right now, trying to make decisions based on health needs as well as what it's going to take economically to do some of these events.
And you say it's kind of a day-by-day, week-by-week monitoring situation. Is that accurate?
Well, it is at this point. This concern erupted just a week or so ago, and because of that, there has been a lot of efforts statewide all across the nation in trying to track animals, trying to test animals, and it is a major problem. We know that, you know, anytime you lose a horse anywhere in the U.S. to a disease that is contagious, it's important. I don't want to belittle that. However, it's not as widespread as some of the other concerns that we faced in the past. So it's a real difficult position at this point to measure the risk and make determinations of black or white on canceling major events or not. At this point, we feel pretty comfortable in the state of Oklahoma that the isolation of the one animal, and by the way, from all indications, that animal is going through some good times compared to what could happen. So we expect, you know, a good recovery on that animal compared to what might happen. So we're going to continue on with no state restrictions as of to date, according to the Oklahoma Department of Ag.
Okay, Dave, keep us posted on any new developments, and of course we'll update our viewers as needed.
You bet.
Okay, Dave Freeman, thank you.